Well, those bills, they just keep piling up and piling up for taxpayers. 245 homicides last year. In 2015, we're told each homicide victim must go through an autopsy. Wayne County, they could not give us an exact figure or breakdown for the cost, but doing some research in other counties, that could be anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 for each one. That means for taxpayers last year around here, that's $367,000, all the way up to $735,000 for those autopsies.
Detroit 911.
The other guy ran up on the porch, grabbed his gun, and he got a shooting at the block, and I got hit in my shoulder.
We had the chance to talk with Detroit's chief. He says they're making a whole lot of progress out there on the streets, but it's nothing to write home about yet.
Overall, our violence right now is sitting at about a 6% reduction overall. Homicides are about a 7% reduction this year compared to last year, which, as I reported, 47-year low. And here we are in the second quarter of this year.
Already beating those numbers.
And we're already, but again, I can't get excited. I certainly can't wave a flag of success. Progress, absolutely.
They knew the victim was shot. They probably already was chilling in the car with that gun. So since the police was coming, he can't chill in the car with his gun and call us. He got to get rid of it before we come and help him, right?
We do randomly find guns, but I think there's a good chance.
Right, this has some
there's
sort
smoke, there's fire, and this is pretty ironic that we found a gun.
Right.
Go 5-6.
I know you probably talk often directly to some of the families who've lost loved ones or dealing with a gunshot. What's your message to them? What are you telling them in those conversations when nobody else is around, but you really want to make a difference with them and let them know that you really are trying and you guys really are doing everything you possibly can for them and everybody else?
Victims' families matter too. Victims' families matter too.
A lot of people ask me personally, like, how do you do what you do? You know what I mean? Specifically, how do you go out to a crime scene and not bring that home, you know? And a lot of the times, I'm no different than an officer. I may bottle it up, and it may affect me, and I don't know how to get it out. Do some of these things, do you bring that home, and it affects you emotionally or mentally like it would affect me? And I say I want to put it in my subconscious and tuck it away, but I just can't. Is that something that affects you, like it would affect some of us, too?
Well, certainly I care. I care certainly when there's a very young victim or an old victim. You know, you think about your family, you think about your parents. But, you know, 39 years in this business, I've learned to embrace and focus on outcomes, trying to make a difference.
Number 6 is right here.
The police department is different today. People stop me, they tell me, they say, well, Chief, we feel different. We feel safer. We feel the police officers are different. We feel like we're engaged. And that's a key piece, the engagement.
You hear about young kids getting shot?
All the time.
All the time?
Yep, all the time. Some stuff don't even make the news.
You seem, you know, like this has hit you. Like you feel like this is your city and, you know, you're kind of sick and tired of this stuff.
You're tired. You know what I'm saying? You go to the suburbs, they can do all that. They can go to their parks. We can't even take our kids to their parks. For what? We scared because somebody gonna shoot it up.
You think taxpayers know how much money is tied up in gun violence and shootings and how much money goes to the treatment of, you know, the victims, those who are still living, all the different costs that are associated with a single gunshot?
I doubt any of us appreciates the full cost of a single gunshot, from the taxpayer dollars that are used for the medical treatment, the societal cost of losing someone's income potential.
How does that affect you personally when you hear these stories?
Well, as a parent, whenever I hear about a killing, a murder of a child, it makes me really angry. I mean, I know it's sad, but it also makes me angry because a child is such an innocent victim and just deserves so much better. I think we need to do a better job in our community with conflict resolution. You know, people will use guns to commit crimes, but so often these days we see people are in a personal beef with somebody about something and will go shoot up a house. And their beef was with an adult individual, but the victims so often are very young and innocent children. So that makes me angry.